Hello and welcome to the channel. In today's video, I am going to be working on a project that I said I was going to do for many months now. So today's the day. So let's get into it. This big baby right here is my Chicago Hardy fig. See, it does have fruit on it. It is fruiting. It is continuing to put on leaves. It dropped almost all of its leaves this spring, but it has bounced back. What I'd like to do is I would like to air layer that limb right there. Can you see it? I'm pointing at it. I want to take that limb and make it its own tree and put it somewhere else in the garden so that I can have two of these big babies. Since I lost the LSU purple last year for some strange reason, I'm going to take this one and make another one because LSU purple didn't want to live here, but Chicago Hardy is very happy in the environment. So let's air layer a fig. First off, there are a few things that you need when you're going to air layer any type of tree. You need some form of sack with some soil in it, moistened soil. You need some aluminum foil and some form of string to tie that onto your limb. I learned this method several years ago, many years ago, from Lead Farmer 73. It's called the chili dog method. It's not something that I came up with on my own. I'm borrowing it. It does work. I have been successful at air layering. I air layered a wisteria, but unfortunately, it perished in the winter of me living in North Texas. I tried to air layer a pecan, but those were removed off of the tree by the yard worker before I could even see if that was even successful. So I know how to do it, and today I'm going to do it. So I have my kit. I have a kit that I just opened. You all heard me open the kit. The kit consists of, and you don't need this, but I've had this for several years. It has a knife, has some tape, and some tools you can use for other things that we're not going to be using today. So we're not going to talk about that. We're just going to use the knife. So I'm going to place this on the ground. And you also need some rooting hormone. Now, you can use it. You don't have to use it, but I choose to use it. Some people don't. They use other things. But I use what I have available, and I had this in the garage. And now it lives in the shed. So that's where it was. So let's take a look at this limb. First, you want to look at where the limb needs to be air layered from. So let's go in and take a look. If you look deep down, this is the limb that I'm talking about. This limb appears to be dead, so I'm not going to really worry about it. And I want to take it from in here. Now, I don't know whether or not you all can see. And see, I probably need to take it all the way down to here. Let me see. I don't know if you all can see. I probably need to take it all the way down to here because this limb here is crossing this limb here. So this entire piece of fig needs to come out. So what I'm going to do is, and I've got a brand new fig baby right here, I need to be gentle and look at how things are growing in here. And these are all brand new babies that I have my hands on. These two down here are brand new babies. So I'm going to have to figure out how to air layer all the way down there. Now, I don't know whether or not you all are going to have a good bird's eye view, but I will do my best to show you what I'm doing. So, and if you can't see it, I'm going to talk you through it. It's very windy, so I do apologize for all the noise. I don't know how well you can see. I've tried to move my limbs out of the way without harming anything. And I need to find something to kind of prop this out of the way just a little bit. And I don't know if I have anything. Let's see if I can find something that's not going to be too terribly harsh. I've got stuff falling all over the place, you all. Let's see. I thought maybe the bag, the kit bag, but no, maybe not. Let me see if I have a piece of wood that I'm going to try and wedge in here. It's actually siding. And I'm going to try to wedge it in here, if you give me just a second, just to try and move this limb out of the way and not hurt any of the new fig babies that have been growing. I don't want to jam off into anything. So I'm just trying to move it out of the way so that you all can better see. Hope you all can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I have moved to try and get a better vantage point, not only for you all, but for myself. And I'm opening up my kit and putting the tip of my knife inside of it so that I don't lose it. Now what you do is you take a very sharp knife, and once you figure out where you want to take your tree from, and as much as I'd love to take it all the way down to root level, I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm only going to be able to try to air layer it right here. So what you do is you take your knife and you cut about an inch going straight up. Now I'm probably not cutting very well. And then you round your knife all the way around the tree. You're cutting the bark because you want to release that bark. And then same at the bottom where you cut it. Now you don't want to decapitate your tree. You just want to cut through that bark. I'm probably not doing a very good job. I'm at a really bad angle down here, but I am trying to do the best I can. I'm trying not to harm the limb that's over here that I've got the piece of wood on. All right. Okay, so I don't know if I've cut that the way I should have, but I'm going to try it again. And I'm going to cut it all the way up this way. And what you want to try to do is you want to peel off that bark. I think I did it. Yep, I did it. Oh, not all the way. But you want to peel that bark off, just like so. And like I said, I'm trying not to put too much weight on this wood. And I'm trying to cut around. And you normally would be able, as I'm in a really bad position, I'm gonna have to cross over. You normally would be able to just peel that bark all the way off, but I don't know if I've cut it properly because I can't see it. I can't see it all the way around, and I'm in a really bad spot. I'm gonna try it again. Again, you're not trying to decapitate your tree, but you are trying to cut into that bark to release the bark off. And again, I apologize if you all cannot see. I can't see either. And I'm doing the best I can here in the position that I'm in. Let's see if I can get this off now. I'm going to have to move you guys so that I can get into your position so I can see better. I'll be right back. But you get the gist of what I'm trying to do. Once you get your bark all the way off, all the way around, like so, can you all see that? Then you take your knife, and my knife is clean. I used alcohol to clean it, and you scrape all the way around. You disrupt that cambium layer. And again, if leaves are in the way, I do apologize. This tree is full of beautiful leaves and life, and it's hard to work when you are covered in foliage. So I hope you all can see. I'm just working my way around, scraping the cambium layer, and it looks rough. I know it looks rough, but you want to disrupt this layer so that roots will grow And as I'm looking at the back, it looks like there might be a tiny bit of bark still left on the back part. And let's take that off. I hope you guys can see right there. And I'm just going to scrape it down the back as well. Again, trying to make sure that I am getting it scraped down because I want root growth. I want ample root growth. And I don't want to touch that with my hands, just in case I've got oils on my hands. And if you can't see, I do apologize. Let me try to move this leaf again. There we go. And I'm not touching the cambium layer. I'm trying to pull those pieces off with my gloved hand on the bark side, right at the bottom where the bark is. I'm just trying to scrape that off, get that off so that it will grow roots. Okay, I think I've got it. Let's hope so. Like I said, I'm in a bad position, so it's really hard for me to see. And let's try to move that leaf. I need to get it out of the way. I may have to take that leaf completely off. All right, now that I have that, I'm going to grab my root hormone. And I do not have anything to put this root hormone. I don't have any plastic gloves out here. I should have brought some plastic gloves. So now I'm going to have to try to get this on here by using my hand and hopefully not getting any oils. So this is what I've done. I've poured it into my hand like so. And I'm going to try and get it onto the tree like that, in that spot where I took the cambium layer. I know I'm getting it everywhere. That's the whole point, because I want roots to grow there. All right, now that we've done that, you take your bag. I hope you all can see. Y'all probably couldn't see any of that. Let's move y'all. I apologize that you all probably did not see that, but this is where I put the root hormone. Now I'm going to take my bag, and I have my bag folded in half. This is moist soil. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little hole right here in the center, right like about an inch or so, just like that. I didn't need to really do a whole lot because this knife is very, very sharp. Just like that. See that? Can y'all see that? Y'all probably didn't even see that. I do apologize. So now I want to take, and again, I'm in a really bad position. I'm going to take this bag and I'm going to place it around, forcing that cut piece of tree inside of the bag, and I'm taking the flap and I'm pulling it around to cover that cut piece of bag like that. So I'm sandwiching it around like that, trying to make sure that that soil has contact with that limb. Now, on the ground somewhere is my tie, and I'm going to take it and I am going to tie it around this bag like so. And I hope you all can see what I am doing. And I'm going to put a knot in it right here just to secure it while I wrap it around. All right. Oh, this hurts your back, y'all. Oh my goodness. And I'm just going to securely tie this rope all the way around this bag so that that soil, that moist soil, has contact with the stem. Okay. Oh, this is hurting me. Oh, let's see. It's difficult to get in here, but I'm doing the best I can because it is indeed hurting my back. Oh, whew, there we go. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that, y'all. I am not a spring chicken. When you're leaning over, it can sometimes hurt. All right, so now I'm going to take the other end of that and I'm going to tie it off like so. Like that. Ooh, that hurts. Ooh, I had to stand up for a minute, y'all. Okay. This is real life. Y'all seeing real life here. Now I'm just making sure that that soil has contact with that limb. Now I'm going to get the aluminum foil and I am going to wrap it around that bag. And you're probably going, well, why? That's because the aluminum foil is going to act like a block for the sun. It's going to shade it to the point to where this limb thinks it is underground. And I got to make sure that that soil is continuing to touch because I can see it a little bit as I'm trying to move this bag. I'm accidentally shifting that soil. Let's squeeze it back. There we go. There we go. All right. So I am just trying to wrap this around and not harm anything. All right. I am going to close it up like that. I may have to go get another piece of aluminum foil, but that is the gist of how you do the chili dog method. I'm going to have to get another piece of aluminum foil. Whew, and I do apologize because this is a really hard location for me and that does hurt. So I'm going to go get another piece of aluminum foil and I'm going to wrap it around the front so that this is completely closed in and that this is secure on that limb. All right, I am done with my chili dog method. I'm going to leave this on here until the beginning of November. I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm not going to fool with it. I'm not going to look at it. I'm just going to keep this plant watered as it's on the drip. I'm going to keep an eye on it, make sure that that doesn't come off. I've already written the date on it, today's date, so I know when I did it. And the same day in November, I'll take a look and see if I have any roots. If I do, I'll cut it off. I'll put it in a pot. I'll put it in the greenhouse, and I will have a new fig tree ready to go in the garden in spring. So I hope you all enjoyed today's air layer. I know it was a little wonky, but this is real life. This is how it happens for many of us in the garden. And I want to show you all how it really works out for me. I didn't bring my garden seat out here. I didn't think I needed it. I needed it because that really hurt my back, but I got it done. That's all that really matters. So thank you for joining me in the garden today. I hope you enjoyed today's little adventure. If you did, give me a thumbs up, share the video, leave me a comment, and I hope to see you either in my kitchen or my ever-growing food forest real soon. Bye for now. And oh yeah, if you have a tree that you like that's either in your yard, someone else's yard, ask permission first, air layer it, and you'll have your very own tree. Bye for now.